Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elda Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. Dragon form!
Astral Art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Where are you going?
Try harder! Now! Very light spear! Rising falcon! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Now!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Searing Clay! Reload!
I'll smash you!
Resonate like steel! Soaring Alpha! Laser Shot! Hold nothing back! Dragon Form!
Leave the charges to me!
Lightning Arm!
Can't get out of this!
Lightning Condemned!
Ignore! We're not
Confiscated! Do it!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here's a healing
Ready and
arm
ready.
opening the dark for
Hey!
Abort! Mission!
I'll face you!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Bring you down.
I can carve through armor!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Dragon Form! Not today!
Easy and small to me.
Yeah! And tumbling to me!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
Burning strike!
Dragon Form!
Hear my call!
Eternal devastation!
Here, I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Water, hear my call!
Deity!
Raging hurricane!
Dragon Form!
Burning strike! Into the wind! Piercing
You're
the
mine!
field! I'll be ready this one! Blah blah blah, magic crossblade!
Ready and ready!
Armor won't save you! Evil!
Ignite!
Catapult! Arch Steel! Freeze Lancer! Not on my watch!
Here!
Ow!
I'll face you!
Lenegis Thrust!
Reload! Wind astral energy shadows!
On your knees! Tormented Alpha!
Go again to the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Glaciers, where are you going?
Try harder!
Denied!
Not a
Steel
chance!
force! Radiant pierce!
Dragon Swarm! Time to cross blades!
Get in the wind! Reload!
Sleep now.
It's
I'll
on!
be saving them!
Not today!
Prepare to be sealed!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Flame of fury!
Megasonic Thrust!
Laser spear! Pierce evil! Seal!
Devastation! Try harder! Not a chance!
Here, let me help!
Megasonic Thrust!
Hey, where that came from?
Try harder! Not a chance!
Here goes! Fury! Not in your dreams! Burning thrust! Glacial spear! Here,
Being interrupted.
Freeze laser!
Megasonic Thrust! Here I
Raging cascade! In here!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Severing
I can handle it!
Take it! Burn!
Resonate with the earth!
Flame of fury! Light up dead to the wind!
Anything in armor is all mine! I can carve through armor!
Severing
I
Wind!
never miss!
Hurricane
Blade!
Tear! Take this!
I'll heal you all!
Crush!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon!
Here!
Double Demon Time! Wind!
Raging cascade!
Take this!
Elusive field!
Devastation!
Tornado glide!
Dragon Swarm!
Fury! Burning
Crush! The flame inside me! Yours will be less free! Prepare to be sealed!
Freeze laser! Photon flash! Lightning condensed!
Eternal devastation!
Thunder blade!
Double Demon Time!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze laser!
Now you see what I can do!
Not on my watch! Healing circle! Thunder field!
Megasonic Blade!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Burning thrust! Water! Hear my blade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy lamp!
Heal!
Take it!
Burn!
Mega ray! Annihilation!
I'll face
Mega
you.
ray!
Prepare to be
Illuminate the
sealed.
dark! Come forth, holy lamp!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilate! Holy
On
lamp!
your knees!
My turn!
I never miss!
I have no
Everlasting
limits!
darkness!
Negative hit!
Anything in armor is all mine!
It's too much!
Raging cascade! Water! Here in here!
Megasonic Thrust!
Here's evil!
Elusive
Double
deity!
Demon Fang!
Begin!
Tormented Alpha!
Where would that came from?
Soaring
Try
blast!
harder! My turn!
Tornado drive!
To the flame inside me!
Not
Yours!
in your dreams!
It's time!
You pick it wrong!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Hi, Hoodle! Ready to go!
In a bind!
Denied!
Captivity! Elusive deity!
Double Demon Fang! I'll hit you one, eh?
I'll heal you all! Healing
Bring you
fire!
apart! The enemy deals hearts too!
We'll soon see about that!
Can't get out of there!
Double Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind!
I'm not!
Air thrust!
Megasonic Thrust!
Illuminate the dark!
Severing Wind! Tear!
Lightning
Come
condensed!
on!
Ancient
Try
word.
harder!
I never miss! Illuminate the dark! Here, let me help!
Double Demon Fang! Wind!
Abort!
Missing! Here I go!
Flame inside me! Yours to be let free!
Annihilation!
Megasonic!
Ready to go! By the power of water! Mega ray!
like
Do
steel!
it!
Steel!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Tempest engulfs Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade! By the power of
Elusive
water!
deity!
Dance
Take
to the
this!
wind! Air thrust!
Pierce!
Photon Blast! Lunar Blast!
No further!
I'm all stocked up!
I'm ready! Severing Wind! Cesaro! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
My exploits are bearing fruit. Discourteous, aren't you?
Illuminated Lunar Blast! Holy Glimmer! This one's mine! Holy
The
Land!
flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Is it too late to talk over
You
our
picked the wrong fight!
Nothing gets by me! Far enough! By the
Damn it!
power of
Too
water!
fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Burning Strike!
Dragon
Hear my call!
Severing Wind! Take this!
Laser Spear! Here's evil!
Rise!
Freeze Lancer!
To this house!
Raging Storm! Here's water! Hear my call! Confiscating!
Don't suffer in silence.
Laser Spear! Here's evil!
Megasonic Thrust! Try harder!
Freeze Lancer!
Win! You're mine!
Illuminate the world! Hear my will!
Now we're not
Holy Land!
Can't get out of this!
Here! Flame of Fury!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here I go! Nothing gets by me! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Oh, violent darting wind!
Can you take it? Eternal Devastation! Try harder! Not a chance! Double Demon Fang!
I'm ready!
Eternal Devastation!
Astral energy! Full throttle! With this, I can become even stronger!
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone? Coming through!
That'll bring you down! Raging Cascade! Lunar Blast!
Eternal Devastation!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disturbing enough!
Take this! Here I
Denied!
Not today! No further!
Mega Ray!
Megasonic Thrust!
Take this! Confiscated!
Now you see what I can do!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm!
Try harder! You're mine! You're mine! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burning Spear!
Take this! In a bind?
Rising Falcon!
I'm all stocked up! We got more with that!
Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you! Eternal Devastation!
Let the marksman handle Holy Land! I'll hold you all!
Demon Lash!
Will this help? Right!
Crush! Dragon Swarm! Not today!
Healing Circle! Thanks so much!
Dragon Swarm!
Rending you
Thanks so
apart!
Eternal
much!
Devastation!
Take this! In a bind?
Light
Rising
Astral
Falcon!
Take it! I'm only getting started!
Crush!
Three violent guardian
Double Demon Fang!
Outer wall! Crossblade! Dance in the wind!
Pierce! Megasonic Thrust! Severing Wind! Can't move!
Don't leave me!
Rage.
From beyond, imbued with shadowy blood! Pieces!
I owe you one.
Here, let me Raging Storm! First aid! Tunnel!
Megasonic Thrust!
Ready to go!
Crush!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Raging Cascade! Eat dirt! That'll bring you down!
Wind!
Make it right! In a bind?
Just what the doctor ordered in my aqua!
Shine! The flame inside me! Yours to be regeneration! Regenerate!
Confiscated!
Allow me to help you.
Raging storm! Lunar blast! Here, let me help. First aid! Here! Lunar collision!
Eternal devastation!
Illuminate the dark!
Tornado drive!
Holy healing art!
Take this!
First aid!
I carved through one! Smite with black and flame!
Searing flame! Reload! Light astro!
Rising falcon!
Down! Holy
Will this help?
I can't heal you forever! Lunar blast!
Raging
Storm! Mega ray!
The moon!
Far enough!
Soaring light!
Shine! Now!
Radiant light! Force of
Rising
regeneration!
Air thrust! Searing flame!
Double demon fang! Regenerate!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Let's dispose of the trash.
And ready! This one's mine! Raging storm!
Double demon fang!
Dragon form! Mega ray! Not on my watch!
The flame inside me! Yours to be
Flame
let
of
free!
fury!
Burn it out! Smite with black and flame!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy lunar corruption!
Double demon fang!
Power of water!
Dragon form!
Raging orb! Raging
I'll thank you! Wind!
Spray!
Good
Dance in the wind!
Soaring
New
light
light!
clear! Take this!
Another incantation ruined.
Here! Flame of death! Burning strike! I'm here!
Resonate with
Here's
the
the healing
earth.
art! Morphin' first aid!
Burn in hell! On your knees! Dragon form!
To be an interruption.
Try harder! My turn! Hold nothing back! Megasonic block!
Lightning! I'll be
Double
safe
demon
for
fang! Crush!
A world of burning! That'll bring you down!
Bloody hell! Ignite!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon
Ready.
form!
Healing circle! Not in your dreams!
Allow me to help. In a bind? Megasonic block!
Just what I needed!
Dragon
Into the
demon
spirit.
blast! Try harder! Soaring blast!
Downfall!
I'm ready!
Out of ammo.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops!
I'm all stuffed up!
Everlasting
Annihilation!
Sword Ray Alpha!
Leave the charges to me! Here!
Denied! That was a little close for comfort.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Now you'll learn! Not today! Release! Megasonic thrust!
You really don't give up, do you?
In a bind?
Annihilation!
Double demon fang!
Holy Lamb!
Ready and rarely!
Armor won't save you! What's in the sky is mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Shine! Where are you going?
Regeneration! Eternal devastation! Megasonic thrust!
Allow me to help.
Double demon fang!
Elusive deity! Locked and loaded!
Megasonic!
Raging storm! Arch seal! Not in your dreams! Reload! What? Here, let me help! Nothing gets by me! Denied! I'm ready! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Glacial spear!
Everlasting shock! Megasonic thrust! Can't get out of this! Ignite!
Do it! Raging cascade!
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Illuminate the dark! Lightning! I heal you all!
Attack! Thanks!
Do it! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara!
Water! Hear my
Dragon Hole! Wind! Fire support! Soaring lightning!
I can handle it! Raging
Turbine Alpha!
Illuminate the dark!
Can't get out of this! Dragon Swarm!
That'll bring you down!
The flame inside
Do
me!
it!
Begin!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I need to be stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Burn!
Not on my watch!
Take down their defenses! Megasonic thrust!
Shattering up pieces! Lightning Mega Ray! I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Eternal devastation! Double demon! Eternal devastation! I'm not done! Tear! Burn! No further!
Denied!
On your knees!
This one's mine! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help!
Not today! Not finished!
Here goes! Take that! Sweet dreams! Hear me!
Megasonic thrust!
Smash
you! Cure! Double demon! Here!
Lunar Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Searing
Double demon! Go for it!
My exploits are bearing fruit. This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imeris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imeris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria skin those noodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master sword?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the soup, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point!
First aid!
You!
I'm in your
There.
debt.
Dragon Swarm!
No time.
Wind in the wind! Air! Who cares?
Dragon Swarm!
Couldn't make it in time.
Here I come!
I'll bring you back from death to this! I've still got the right to handle this.
Heal!
I never miss!
Allow me to help you.
Illuminate the
Dragon
dark!
Swarm!
Come forth, holy glitter! Water, hear my call!
I'll blind you with the
Red,
shot!
glacial spear, hear
Dragon
evil!
Swarm! You're mine! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Take this!
Healing circle!
I owe you one. Resuscitation! I owe
Lunar corruption! I still got some fight
Not
left.
today!
Back in
Feel I can't get out of this!
Mega ray!
Now you see what I can do!
Thunder field!
Double Demon
Here's the
Fang!
healing arm! High flat
No
hands
song
with the
will
wind!
break this night.
Sleep now! I'll be taking this way! Lunar corruption!
Now! Dragon Swarm!
Let me help! Blah, blah, magic! First aid! Radiant pierce!
Dragon Swarm! Try harder! Not a chance! Eternal Domination!
I'll heal you all! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Healing circle! Holy red!
Double Demon Fang!
Reload! Need to pull myself together. Light Gemini!
Flame inside me! Yours to be let free!
Back to the shadows! Mega ray! My watch!
answers to me! Denied! Better if you don't get up.
One more! Spirit flame! Reload! Back into the fray! Raging star! Annihilation! Here goes!
The natural defenses are...
I'm a sitting duck!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never!
Forget. This is my fault.
I still got hurt by fire!
No
Here's a
further!
hero! Illuminate the sky!
Begin!
Shattering the attack time! Thunderblade! Illuminate the... Dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy glimmer! I'm doing!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'm ready! Go on, Demon! Tomorrow night!
There! Dance to the wind! Radiant flame here!
Stardust! Soaring light spear!
Resonate with the
earth!
Not in your dreams! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Mega Ray! More with Easter! Mega Ray! Where are you going? Crossblade! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I can carve through armor!
Spirit flame!
Heal!
Reload!
I owe you one!
Bloodline! Illuminate the sky!
Wind!
Holy land! I'll heal you all! Raging star! Healing! Can't be happening!
You'll pay for that!
Can't swell!
In a bind? Megasonic thrust!
Illuminate the dark!
Beyond!
Come forth!
Imbue this vanquished soul with life! Ready to go! Resuscitation! Denied!
Carve down the wall! What was I thinking? Crossblade!
Radiant
Dance
light!
in the wind!
The force of
Earth
regeneration!
water! Here I come!
Crush! I owe you one! Ignite!
Laser spear! Here's the evil!
I can carve through armor!
Here's the evil! Not on my watch!
I'll throw you into dust! Megasonic cross!
Rain down and pure the
Eternal
cross!
devastation! Take this!
By the power
Can't
of
get out of
water.
this!
Annihilation!
Dragon
Spirit
Swarm!
flame! Reload! In here!
Dance on the wind!
I'll be
Megasonic
clear.
cross!
Back into the fray!
Breath of life!
Annihilation!
I could do without this pain!
Reload!
Heal!
Lunar corruption! Oh, sparkling star! Lunar corruption! Rain down and pure the... It's in the sky, it's mine! This one's mine!
Ready to... We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Heal! Lunar corruption!
Cure!
I'll be lunar blast! Nothing weak! Annihilation!
Try harder! Not a chance!
It's weakened!
Severing wind!
In here!
This ends now!
I'll be saving
Rising
this one!
Falcon! Dragon Swarm!
Lunar corruption! That move!
Megasonic! Here comes the big one! Not a chance!
Can't be happening!
Not
Here goes!
From beyond!
Not in your
Imbue
dreams!
this vanquished soul!
Illuminate the dark!
From beyond! Imbue the...
Beyond!
Imbue this
Radiant
vanquished soul with life! Resuscitate!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Weary shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Raging star!
No art of being interrupted.
Raging cascade! Steering wheel! Reload! More attack!
I can carve through armor!
I am not beyond fury.
You may be strong, but I'll never...
Don't leave me! Holy land!
Ungrateful.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I'll grind you into dust!
Resuscitation!
Prepare to be free! No further!
Annihilation! I won't give up!
Dragon Swarm! Take this! Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Not yet! Eternal Devastation! Try harder!
Imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Eternal Devastation! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Now! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on. What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Xion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Xion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent?